When people talk nicely to Stuart, Stuart accommodates requests. Somebody on I-Forge Iron named Shinobi, who spoke to me respectfully, asked me to show him how to make a bending fork. This is how it's done. Since I don't have a bending fork, I'm going to do it over the edge of the anvil. Yes, the egg comes before the chicken. Here we go. The first thing I do is cool this in water, because I only want to bend a little bit of it. Then, I'm going to bend this right over the edge of the anvil. Then I'm going to bend it further by striking it towards me. I'm going to make sure it's level. I'm going to make sure the tines are close, a little closer. The job is finished. This is a summary of the last video. I made it look very easy bending chain links, and I made it look easy bending that bending fork. The reason why it's so easy is because of thousands and thousands of repetitions. The only way that you can get good at bending anything, hammering anything, forge welding, or any aspect of blacksmithing is to practice, drill, and rehearse over and over and over again. This is the way this has been taught for 1,000 years. The man who taught me was a 74-year-old man who they brought out of retirement to teach me. My first day on the job, he stood there and bent one chain link after another all day for 7 hours. The last hour he handed me a pair of tongs. He spoke no English. He said, "You make." So I put a number of irons in the fire and started bending links one at a time. He was extremely impressed with this because his former students didn't have the common sense to stand there and pay attention with their mouths shut and their eyes open. The only way to learn is to be quiet and watch somebody who knows who's doing it. And then practice it, practice it, practice it. Well, I got the chain link right the first time. And then I stacked the second chain link, identical in size and dimensions, on top of the first link, and then a third, then a fourth, and then a fifth. I made a pile of 10 chain links. He was so shocked that an American would learn like this by keeping his mouth shut that he went around to all the other Eastern Europeans in the shop showing my work off as if I was some golden child. I was not a golden child. I just had the common sense enough to keep my mouth shut and my eyes and ears open. Practice, drill, and rehearse. The reason why I made that chain link so easily, one take, no 5 times trying to do it, is that I've made 10,000 chain links in my life. And making that many chain links, it becomes almost like a reflex action. And this is how you do all the aspects of blacksmithing, the same way. You practice, you practice, you practice, until it becomes second nature to you. Then if you want to branch out and then scroll work using the same techniques, you can, because it's second nature to you, and you start to think like a blacksmith.